Hello YouTube, I'm going to show you how to open up the Gemmy 2019 Orchestra Lights projection set of 3 or 5 spotlights. These spotlights right here you can't really open because the plastic doesn't move. There's a little tiny hole in the back, but I'm too scared to open it. Open it at your own risk. Don't just like pull it off because it will not come off. I tried pulling these off and it won't come off. But maybe some reasons that you want to get to it is, first, this keyboard's not working, or this control board. You may want to just like remove these screws and get to the buttons. If you want to open up the back of it to get to the speaker and all the brains of the system, I'm going to show you how to do that, because you can do things like audio rip, where you can just take the sounds on this and put it onto your computer so you can edit videos and have the sound come out clear. You can also, there's just a bunch of stuff you can do. So I'm going to show you. What you're going to need is a star type screwdriver, and I don't know the size of this type of screw. You're going to have to just take it and keep on feeling it until it goes in. You don't want to use something too small because you can strip it, and you don't want to use something too big because it may not even go in, or you can strip it as well. But you're going to take off the 4 screws on the back of this. Like, you're going to take off these 4 screws to get to the brains of it. I'm pretty sure no one on YouTube has ever posted a video like this. Especially the 2019 Orchestra Lights. Well, you can get to it in case like you have to troubleshoot the system because it's not working. You'll just take off the 4 screws. And the wiring, they did it a lot better than the I know this is not a similar system than the older Gemmy light shows, but the older Gemmy light shows, they used to glue the wires in place inside the box to where you can't even move the lid. Like, I ended up pulling a lot of plugs off of it. It was like 8 plugs that came disconnected. When I went to connect them back, the whole trees were just the tree Gemmy LED light show trio, the color changing ones. They were completely messed up afterwards, after 2017, when I pulled up the board because it wasn't working at all, or it was like, it was kind of like going on off, on off, on off. I just paused the video because of your attention span. I didn't want you guys to just see me take out all 4 screws. I took out the other 2 screws that, with the screwdriver, I just took the other 2 out. And once you're done taking out the 4 screws, the back plate should just lift right off. You can see the back plate just lifts off. And before you open this thing, make sure you have the power turned off, or before touching the circuit board, make sure you have the power off. Now, make sure when you put this thing back together, I'm not going to do it right now, I'll do it another time, because I'm going to be opening this thing back up anyways again, because I want to do a audio rip from someone else's video. I'll put that video in the description. But you see this O-ring here? You want to lube this O-ring up so no water gets into here. Now, you can get some of those from like a pool store, or you can get even some from Lowe's. But you want to just lube the O-ring up right here, because if any water gets into here, your projectors will basically be ruined, and I'm sure you do not want that. So it's always best, after taking this thing apart, I didn't have a warranty with this. After taking this thing apart, is to go ahead and lube up the O-rings. on any light show that you have, if it has an O-ring, I would just put some some lube on that O-ring. It'll increase the life of the O-ring, and your projectors may last a long time. Or any of your light shows that you have. It will last quite a long time if you do that. This is the circuit board. This is the board that runs the unit. Right here. It has, on the back of here, a bunch of wires. This is where it goes down into this board here and into the front of the projectors. The wires back here go off to the other two projectors, the speaker and the power supply. The speaker, you can simply audio rip this by putting wire or alligator clips onto those two prongs there. You can kind of see them. You can see that little prong there. I don't know if you can see it too well. No. Alright, well, there's two prongs. If you look on your projector, there'll be two prongs that you can actually hook up your speaker to a computer and get clear sound out of it. So you can record the music and then edit your videos as normal. This thing will last a long time, just as long as you don't take care of it on the inside when you open it. Open it at your own risk. I'm not responsible if you cause any damage to your light show. When you're putting the board back, make sure it goes into the two clips. You can kind of see it in there. Make sure it goes into both sides. Mine's not in on the other side. There we go. Alright, make sure it goes into the two tabs there. You just want to lift it and put it in. I'm having such a big deal, such a big problem with that right now. There. Once you put that in, you can button this back up, put the screws back, and you're good. I'm going to show you how to open up the little interface here. You're going to simply take the same screwdriver, you can take that same screwdriver and it will come right up. And you'll see the 6 buttons that controls the various stuff. And your light show will still be working. So we can find the power plug caught in this big mess of wires. We can plug in. As you can see. And it works perfectly. You can hear the sound chip, which is really interesting. It works perfectly normal. This thing's getting quite loud though, which is perfectly fine. But it all works completely. As you can tell, the projectors, you can open it up with no problem just by simply doing this little trick. So I'm going to unplug it. That is it for the video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, and like the video. I'm going to show you the video how to audio rip this thing. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye. One more thing I forgot to mention is when you're putting it back on, you want to do the bottom screw down here first. You want to do it in a cross angle. So if you do this bottom screw, you want to do it over here next. Or you want to put the bottom screw in first. If you put this one in first, you want to put the one up here in next. And then you can do, you want to just have even tension. So you want it going cross length and then the other two. I just want to put that out there.